Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. It's Coach Gary. What's going on, everybody? We are here for the Hornets versus the Knicks. I sort of got things switched around, but the Hornets are in New York playing the Knicks, and we're going to see what happens tonight. Let's get a little bit of pre-game information to you, and then we'll be ready to play this game in about 4 minutes. All right, as you can see right there, matchup predictor is definitely giving this to the New York Knicks. They are playing at home 82%. The Hornets only 17.8%. That means the Hornets don't have a shot to win this game, according to the matchup predictor. I do not think you can see the rebound, the leaderboard right there, season's leader. This is just the season leader. I think that Lamelo is still out, so there will not be any Lamelo Ball out there. Actually, in the pre-game discussion, Dale and Collins have been saying Brandon Miller is going to be the guy that the Hornets gonna have to lean on, because I think LaMelo is still out. Even though right here in the injury report it's only showing that Grant Williams is out. And then for New York, you got Cameron Payne, Mitchell Robinson, and Kevin McCullough. Supposed to be on the injury report there, but that is not right. I wish it was, because that would mean LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges would be playing, but they're not. Remember, Karl Anthony Towns is now playing for the New York Knicks, and as you can see right here, he's grabbing about 13.1 rebounds per game. And of course, Jalen Brunson. Is it Jalen or Jaden? I don't really care, but let's pronounce the guy's name right. Jalen Brunson taking on the scoring responsibilities for the Knicks. He scores about 25.2 points a game, and our guy Lamelo Ball scores around 31.1 points per game. The Knicks are 13-8, pretty good season. The Hornets only 6-15 right now. But we're going to get ready and get this game underway. What's going on, Richard Schumann? Let's go Hornets. What's up, Coach? Nothing much. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. What's going on, sir? Two guys and two of the mods in here already. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we're going to see if these Hornets can win tonight. I've got a long night ahead of me because I also plan. I already have the thumbnail out to do the Warriors versus Houston game. Also, right after this one, I don't know how. I think we're going to be able to get through this one before that game starts. I think it starts at 10. So yeah, we're going to try to do two tonight. Get some views up. Just start the grind right here. Man, I hate this fan duel thing because I can't even watch it in high definition. If I do, it's a bunch of static and stuff. So I got to watch it in low definition. Now that's the one thing I do hate about this new carrier. You don't want to call it carrier, but whoever does the games, all right. But yeah. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out. You know what the deal is. You want to help an old guy out and give me that what do you call it? The Who special. Help an old guy out. Help an old man out. Hit that like button. All right. One thing we can take a look at right before this game gets started is who has the upper hand in this year's matchup. Pretty sure we know who that is. So they've only played one time, and the Knicks pulled a close one out on the Hornets, 99-98. I'm pretty sure, when Lamelo Ball was playing then, but it's going to be a tough one today. We do have our bigs back. And we need to, bigs back. Got our bigs back. That's not Grant Williams, but Mark Williams. And we've got the big guy, Nick Richards. Back. Glad we didn't get rid of those guys, even though there were some people saying that could happen. Yeah. I would have got rid of Nick Richards 2 years ago, definitely. But he has come along, man. He's come along. So, yeah, we're gonna get to this. The Hornets play the Knicks tonight, and then we've got one more game. That's gonna be March the 20th. Charlotte is in the Southeast standings. We are next to last, 6-15. Only team under us is Washington, 2-17. Miami right above us, 10-10. Man, I'm telling you, they're 500, but I'm telling you, it's like an act of Congress for the Charlotte Hornets to beat Miami. It's just we have nobody to match up with Jimmy Butler, and the role players for the Miami Heat they just outdo us every game. Atlanta has a better record than Miami. They're 12-11. And I just feel every time we play them that we can beat them. It doesn't happen, but And then you got Orlando. It's they have improved their roster the last 2 years, especially with Banchero. I think I'm saying his name right. They they have built from the ground up, and now they're the top. They're the top of the Southeast standings. Um, so let's look at the full. If we look at the full standings here, right before this game gets started, full Eastern Conference standings. You see the Hornets 2 out of last place. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard climb for the Hornets. Like I said, I think the Hornets could win 10 more games than we won last year. That's still not gonna put us in the playoffs. It's a possibility that we could end up in the play-in game, but it's gonna be a heck of a stretch, I think. All right. Well, with that said, let's get into this game. What's going on, TL Davis? TL, yeah, seems to think we got this. Now, I will say, with the little superstitious, superstitious streak I have, a lot of times when I read through this matchup predictor gives one team like basically no chance to win. I mean, let's be honest, 17.8% chance. That's like saying no way you're gonna win, right? But I tell you what, every time I see something like that with a matchup predictor, it doesn't happen that way. All right, it's either a really close game, or the team that's not supposed to win wins. Well, the Hornets are not supposed to win this game tonight. All right, and I don't actually know how the match predictor chooses. I think it's just a mathematical calculation of wins and losses, and I don't even know how they would determine points or percentages if people don't play. But yeah, to give us 17.8% chance to win the way the Hornets have been playing. They've not been winning games, but they've been in games. All right. I don't know. I just think that's a little bit too low. But, we'll see. So there's our injury report, like almost a starting lineup. Lamelo, Miles, Trey Mann out. Grant Williams out for the rest of the year with a torn ACL. But, yeah, here we go. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully we'll get the nice screen up here tonight. Let's see if they put the court in the background. I gotta find me. You know what? I think I'm gonna download me another app. I'm gonna download me an app. See what kind of a different background I can get, and make this thing a little bit more interesting to look at. All right, let's go. Coach Gary in the house. We got on all our Hornet drip. Man, the Knicks just got bodies, man. Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Bridges. They just got ringers, man. Dead ringers. You know what I'm saying? And they got experience. The Hornets are out here with this young group of guys. Brandon Miller. Second year, and now he's got to take over the team. Meech's starting. Green, I think he's been in the league for a few seasons. But yeah, nothing like what the Knicks got. They have not Anunoby. I forgot what the other guy's name is, but anyway, here we go. Madison Square Garden. Coach Gary on the call. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. My dude Garrett in the house, still thinking about what Carolina's going to do this season. Been thinking about it all day. Hope Hubert is thinking about it as much as me, man. It's irking me. That looks bad, doesn't it? That looks bad. I mean, it looks bad because of the wins that we've got, or the wins that we lost. Nobody that was ranked. We didn't beat anybody that's ranked. And I think, didn't we do that last year too? Was it last year or year before last? All right, here we go. The Hornets get the ball first. Meechich gets it over to Nick Richards. They try to go back door. It's not there. T-John Salon gets it to Green. He's being guarded by Brunson. Goes down to Nick Richards. Nick Richards with Karl Anthony Towns on him. Hands that to Brandon, and it goes out of bounds. Brandon says it was a bad pass. I don't think he was looking for the pass. So that's on you, Brandon. That's on you, B. Miller. That's on you, B. All right, here we go. Let me stand in front of the commercial. Anunoby misses the layup. Brandon Miller comes out of there with it. Still 0-0. Salon goes to the corner. This is Green, I think. Misses the jumper. Got to get Green off. And back to the other end. Layup is good. Brandon Miller screen for Richards. Richards on the baseline for Salon. 2 points for the Hornets. All right, we got the court tonight. Got the court tonight. So Brunson backing down Green. Follow away jumper. No good. Rebound Salon. Gets that to Micic. Micic up the middle of the court coming across the Knicks logo. Crosses over. Screen set by no one. Still dribbling. Now 10 seconds to shoot. No pass yet. Micic picks up his dribble. Gets it to Richards. Richards. Jumper from the free throw line goes in. Almost thought that play was dead in the water there. No passes at all. 10 minutes on the clock. This is Bridges with the ball for New York Knicks. They find Anunoby out on the right side. He is picked up. That ball knocked away by Salon, but it goes out of bounds back to the Knicks. The score is 4-2. Coach Lee up coaching. Coach Lee, I love you, man, but y'all got to change the offense. You got to get more motion in the offense. We need to get active. Hey, still on the out of bounds play, Salon is cut and ankle is twisted. He's finding it hard to get up right now. It's going to be a foul on the play. Yeah, sort of got, you don't want to say undercut, but he, stepped inside of Salon, and his knee or leg hit that knee, and that ankle goes out, and that's painful. Not what the Hornets need, because the Hornets are already in injury trouble, but Salon stays out there. That's young, baby. That's young, because that would have tore something in my ankle. That elasticity. He'll feel it tonight, and he will not play probably won't play the next week. Maybe even the next 2 weeks. But I don't know, again, he's young. He hits the first free throw. And Salon, even though we know he's in pain, hits both of them. And then he gets a foul so he can get out of the game. And here comes one of the twins. Let's go, twin. Salon's going to have to get that taped up or something, because he's limping badly. Hey. I don't know if he's going to stay on the court or what. If he stops moving, though, he ain't going to be able to come back. Not the way that ankle turned. All right, the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 4. Anunoby fakes the handoff, goes to the basket, and they're going to call a goaltend on Brandon Miller. Salon taking his time to get back to the locker room, really doesn't want to go. Don't want to go look at it and see that there's something bad, because you know the Hornets going to hold you out. All right, Green with the ball on the other end. It's 6-4, 9:24 on the clock. Richards hands that to Micic. Micic crosses over, comes back to the right, finds Brandon Miller. A quick trigger for 3, and it's good. I got to find another horn. Knicks trailing by 5. Karl Anthony Towns has deemed himself the best three-point shooting big man. Gets it to the corner. That three-pointer is all. Brandon Miller with the rebound. Finds Nick Richards under the basket, and he slams it through. 11-4 is the score. 8:44 on the clock. The Knicks bring it down, and they say, hey, let's take a timeout. And that's what we'll do. We'll take a timeout. And look, I'm going to check to see if my boy or your boy Dave is streaming. Give him some love over there. All right, so the Hornets going to take their first. Well, the Knicks going to take their first timeout. Give him some love over there. All right, so the Hornets going to take their first. Yeah, Garrett, you really tore up about this Carolina team. I think maybe start Jackson, put Elliott on the bench, and slide RJ back to the point guard with Powell, Trimble, and Lubin. I mean that could work. RJ, Trimble, Powell, Lubin, and Jackson. Uh, just try it. I think it might work. Hey, all right. At this point right now, it's nothing to lose. At this point now, nothing to lose. So you got Lubin as the big guy. We also got Powell out there who can definitely get rebounds. Also, he's a nice sized kid. Then you got Jackson, Ian Jackson, RJ back at the point, Powell and Lubin. So that's Jackson, RJ Davis, Powell, Trimble and Lubin. I got you. Hey, look, he's gonna have to try some different things. All right, New York, they get the ball in. They want to get a quick score right here. The little short jumper is off the mark. Brandon Miller with the rebound. Brandon Miller, another quick three. That's no good. But Nick Richards had the rebound. I think he got poked away. Bridges for three at the other end. No good. Rebound. Hornets. Micic now with the ball on the right side, directing traffic. Skip pass over to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller nearly stepped out. Used his body to stay in bounds. Oh, nice move. Going to the basket. And one. And one. Way to work things out over there in the corner there, Brandon. Way to work things out in the corner. Way to work things out in the corner. Get that little fake pull up. Goes by him. One. And holds that leg. Holds that step like forever. And he hits the free throw. Let's go. All right, Hornets, for a change, start out in the lead. This is Bridges. Free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound. Nick Richards kicks that one out to Micic on the left side. Micic picked up by Brunson. Green swings that to Brandon Miller. Oh my goodness! And Green comes floating in, not to be the one standing out there watching the play, catches it off and slams it through. Brunson at the other end. Back to Brunson. And it's going to be a foul called under the basket on Green. Brandon Miller with a nice pull-up. But Green, nobody picked him up, so he went straight to the rim, slammed it through. You got to have more of that, guys. You remember back in the day when Lamelo Ball used to do that? Now he's settled into, like, teams get one shot. Teams get a shot, and nobody attacks the basket. You got one big guy down there usually trying to get a rebound against five opposing team members. Nobody else crashes the boards. All right, two people in the chat. We're trying to get it up here, guys. Share out the stream. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to 2,500 before the new year. I don't think it's going to happen, but, we're going to keep working. I think we need 2 more subscribers to be at 2,300. That's a milestone in itself. Cody Martin with the ball. 8 seconds to shoot. He gets that over to Meaches. Meaches goes to the right. Meaches to the basket. Off the glass is good. 18-6 is the score. 18-6 is the score. We don't have 2 anymore. We got 3 people in the chat. Let's go. Karl Anthony Towns with it. Shoots a 3. Rattles out. Rebound. Nick Richards gets that to Meaches. Meaches takes his time. Brings it up the court. It's 18-6. 6 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Can the Hornets score 30 points? Cody Martin can't score, but B. Miller gets the rebound. Meaches sets his feet for 3. It's no good. Anunoby with the rebound. Yeah, I wish we had attacked the basket on that. Brunson gets to the basket. He can't score, but he's fouled on the play. That's just being smart, guys, playing smart. Hey, we're not scoring from the outside. Let's get to the basket. If we don't get to the basket and finish, maybe we'll get fouled. Regardless, we can get 2 free throws. 18-6 is the score. 6:15 on the clock. Brunson at the line. He hits the first. And Simpson comes off the bench. He had a good game for the Hornets last game. Yeah, bunch of new guys because the Hornets, as usual, are injured. Brunson for a second free throw. Misses. Cody Martin brings it up, takes his time. Come across the Knicks logo, finds Brandon Miller on the left side. Brandon Miller strong to the basket and slams it through. Let's go. 20-7, 20-7. 13-point lead by the Hornets. 5:56 on the clock. Bridges. Nice give and go. Brandon Miller now with the ball on the other end. Hornets have 1 pass. That's 2. Right back to Brandon Miller. Now they go to Nick Richards. The cutting Green or Simpson can't handle the pass. And now the Knicks back to the other end. Quick shot is good. And you know they wouldn't be down for long. And Coach Lee wisely calls a timeout. All right, 20-12, Hornets leading. Hornets leading the Knicks 20-12. And here are your box scores. For the Hornets, Brandon Miller with 8 points. Salon and Richards with 4 points. Green and Meachich both have 2 points. Cody Martin and Simpson have not scored as of yet. For New York, Anunoby with 2 points. Jalen Brunson with 6. Josh Hart has 4 points, and that is it. And another one bites the dust for the Hornets. Tijon Shalon will not be available the rest of the game. Yeah, once you get hurt, that is it. All right, Big Mark Williams in the game. 5:09 on the clock. It'll be nice to see the Hornets play. Nice to see the Hornets play with a full deck. Won't be today, though. All right, Hornets get the ball in. Williams hands that off to Brandon Miller. He kicks it out for 3. That's going to be, I think that's Simpson. Misses the 3. Jaylen Brown comes down, being guarded by, the big man, Green, but he misses the free throw, and the Hornets come out of there with it. Simpson hands that to B. Miller. B. Miller with Anunoby on him, finds the Martin brother, the Martin twin, under the basket for 2. 22-12. Josh Green playing defense against Brunson, and a little bit too much right there, and he knows it. A little bit too much, and knocks Jalen Green into the stands, basically. And it's going to be a foul on him with 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. I still don't know if the Hornets can score 30 points. And the Hornets have just put, I'll go ahead and say just put the Knicks in the bonus. And so now they get to shoot on every foul, right? One person in the chat. Where's everybody else at? One person in the chat. Brunson hits his free throws like he usually does. It's 14-22, and the Knicks climbing their way back into this one. 4:19 on the clock, and nearly a steal, and it stolen right back. Simpson kicks it. Green turns down the 3. Now he shoots one. Still can't hit it. Mark Williams with the rebound. A quick 3 by Brandon Miller. Nice dump off from Grant Williams, knowing the shooter was over there. And it doesn't take B. Miller any time at all to pull up. Jalen Brunson back to the other end. Gets the 3 right back. 25-17. 3. 43 on the clock. Mark Williams way out. Can't help us there. Get under the basket, big man. Mark Williams with the turnaround jumper is good. Pass by Green. I'm getting Green and Simpson mixed up. Jalen Brunson, another wide open 3. He's not going to miss, guys. We've got to figure that out. Jalen Green back to the other end. Gets 3 of those back. It's 20-27. Williams way out again. I have no idea why they even have him out there. I know you're going to hand that ball out. Simpson, a lot of dribbling. Trying to shoot over Anunoby. He does. Rebound, Knicks. Cody Martin tries to pick up Green this time. Green. Jumper for the Knicks is off. Give it up. That was a fast break basket right there. Brandon Miller pulls another three. Hits another three. Brandon Miller feeling it right now. Let's go Hornets. 2 minutes. 30 seconds on the clock. Brunson trying to go blow for blow. This time Cody Martin's on him. Screen is set. Brunson crosses over, nearly loses it. 8 seconds to shoot. Kicks it. It's going to be a steal by the Hornets. Brandon Miller goes strong to the basket. Finger roll is good. Let's go Hornets, playing good right now. And they do reach 30 points. In fact, 32 points. So it's a 12-point lead. The Knicks did close it for a little bit. I think they got as close to as 7. Let's see, 14. Yeah, I think the closest they got was 7, and then the Hornets pulled away again. A couple of steals, some threes by B. Miller. Feeling it tonight. Let's hope he feels it the whole game. And we have another timeout with 2 minutes left on the clock. That's 2 minutes. What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for being here. I'm Coach Gary. And we're going to see if these Hornets can get a win. All right, Knicks score right out of the timeout. This is Mark Williams into the paint. Misses. Rebound, Knicks. They get it up the court. I think this is Anunoby. Bridges with the ball now. That was not Anunoby. 5 seconds to shoot. Baseline. And we bail him out. McBride is bailed out with 2.1 seconds on the clock. 32-22. One minute, 12 seconds on the clock. McBride with a moon shot as a free throw. Hits the first. And McBride hits both. 32-24. 1 minute, 8 seconds on the clock. Simpson brings the ball across the timeline. Gets it to B. Miller. B. Miller back to Simpson. Nick Smith Jr. comes off the screen. Shoots the three. Can't hit it. Follow. No good there. Bridges brings it across the timeline. Hands out to McBride. Karl Anthony Towns shoots another three. Hits the three. Another run by the Knicks, 32-27. Williams finds Nick Smith Jr. Free throw is no good. Knicks have a chance to close this in to within 2 points if they hit a three right here. Still going to be about 10 seconds left on the clock. Brunson with the crossover to the right. He pulls a three. That's good. He is on one. Now the Hornets with 12 seconds left with a 2-point lead. Now 6 seconds. Never passed it, so Brandon Miller's going to have to shoot it. Does he know what time it is? Cody Martin shoots it. No good. Hornets in the first quarter with a 2-point lead. But as you can see, Brunson is hot tonight. B. Miller shooting a good shot right now, but the Hornets are going to be in for one, of course. All right, Hornets shooting 52% from the field. New York shooting 50%. 3-point shooting, 3 of 11 for the Hornets for 27.3. Knicks shooting 5 of 9 for 55.6, all on the hand of Brunson. Free throw shooting, Hornets 100% right now, 3 of 3. Knicks 87.5, 7 out of 8 rebounds is going the Hornets' way, 14-7. Assists going the Hornets' way, 8 of 5. There's your steals, your blocks, your turnovers going the Hornets' way. You don't want to hear that, but 3 turnovers to 2. Fast break baskets, Knicks with an edge, 6-4. Points in the paint. That's going to the Hornets, 14-8. Largest lead been by the Hornets, 13 points, but the Knicks have come all the way back. In other games, Denver and Cleveland at halftime, 62-66 Cleveland. And also Dallas and Washington at halftime, Dallas 68, Washington 50. All right, the Knicks tied this one up quickly, or for a short time, but then the Hornets come back on Nick Smith Jr.'s 3-point jumper, and they go back up by 2. Josh Hart for 3. Josh Hart hits a 3. Home rim shooting, guys. All right, Nick Smith Jr. brings the ball down. It's tied now at the beginning of the second. Nick Smith Jr. picks up his dribble, picks it up, gets it right back to Micic. Micic with 4.3 seconds on the clock. Micic pulls a shot, bank shot off the glass. Didn't call it, but it's still good. Hornets go up by 2. Actually, that was a 2-point shot. Josh Hart Gets it to Anunoby. He rims out a three. Nick Richards with the rebound. Gets it to Micic on the right side. 10 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second. Skip pass. Over to whom? Not sure who that new guy is, but he hit a three for the Hornets, so we love him. All right. Anunoby with the ball at the free throw line. Gets all the way to the basket. Left hand layup is no good. Rebound. Nick Richards gets that out to Micic. Micic wide open for the three. Turns it down. Instead, bounce passes to Nick Richards. Now Richards post up. Karl Anthony Towns, and it's good. 44-35. Hornets. And Tom Thibodeau with another timeout. The Knicks had to lead for a short time. Nick Smith Jr. hits a three. And also the new kid. And at this timeout, let's find out who he is. Miller with 16 points. Salam with 4, but he's out the rest of the game. Nick Richards has 6. Green has 2 points. Micic with 4 off the bench. Cody Martin and Mark Williams both have 2 points. Steph Curry has not scored yet. Didn't even know he was in the game. Jeffries, Daquan Jeffries, I think is his name. 3 points. Nick Smith Jr. has 3. For the New York Knicks, Bridges, Mikal Bridges. Who is this going to the line? Come on now, not Williams. Is he done? Don't know why he's going to the locker room. Anunoby has 2 points. Karl Anthony Towns has 3. All right, Mark Williams didn't go all the way to the locker room. Jalen Brunson with 19 points. Josh Hart with 7. And McBride with 2. Karl Anthony Towns with the turnaround hook shot. He is good. 37-42. 9 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Nick Richards hands that to Seth Curry. Now Micic. Crossover dribble. Gets into the lane. Kicks it. I thought he should have shot the jumper. And a 3-point shot by number 30, Seth Curry, for the Hornets. 45-37. 8 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock. Josh Hart comes down. Screen set by Anunoby. I don't know why they let that go. But Anunoby set a moving screen on Curry that was crazy. somehow Josh Hart is on the line for the Knicks. 45-37 Hornets, 8 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. Josh Hart hits his first free throw. All right, both free throws are hit. It's now 39-45. Curry brings the ball down. Gets that to to Nick Smith Jr. This is Jeffrey to the basket. Nice lay is good. Josh Hart with a three-pointer, 42-47. Nick Richards tells Meaches to get out of the way, hands that to Curry. Curry back to Nick Smith Jr. Jeffries back to Nick Smith Jr. with 5 seconds on the clock. Curry has to shoot the jumper. That's no good. Rebound Bridges. And somehow that ball is thrown away by the Knicks, and it's going to go to the Charlotte Hornets with 7 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock. Oh, dribble that off of Karl Anthony Towns' foot, and it goes out of bounds to the Hornets. Hornets get the ball in to Jeffries under the basket. And a foul is going to be called. I think they said that foul is going to be called on Precious Achiuwa. And they're going to put Jeffries on the line. I think they're saying the gather means he was going up to shoot the ball when he was fouled, so he will get 2. And as they say, the ball don't lie. He misses the first. Green comes back in for Nick Smith Jr. Jeffries at the line to try to hit 1 out of 2, and he rattles in the second. Knicks now with the ball. McBride finds Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is shut off. Good defense, but even better offense. Karl Anthony Towns with the turnaround jumper is good. 44-48, 7:27 on the clock. Curry brings the ball down for the Hornets. Finds Micic. Williams to the basket. Micic short on the shot, no good. That pick and roll ain't hitting on crap out there. Like, they're not trying to get it to the big guy at all. Karl Anthony Towns with a dribbling display has Curry on him. Hands it off to Bridges. He wants it back, gets it with Green on him. Williams had a little bit to do with that high pass by Karl Anthony Towns, and they are incredulous to why that ball is going to the Hornets. But the Hornets get it in. 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Left before intermission. Micic with the ball, trying to get at least one pass. He finally does get it to Jeffries. The left-hand layup is no good. Now Josh Hart brings it down on the left side. Josh Hart pulls up, hands it back to Karl Anthony Towns for another 3. He can't hit it. Mark Williams with the rebound. Hands that to Micic. Hornets need to score down this time. Can't have too many empty possessions. Micic kicks it. Wide open 3 by Green is good. Increases that lead to the Hornets by 7, 51-44. Bridges kicks that to Josh Hart. High 3-point shot is good. They get it right back. And Josh Hart looks like McQueen. Or McQueen looks like Josh Hart. Curry, bounce pass to Mark Williams. Mark Williams looked like he didn't really want to shoot that. Looked like he was ready to get rid of that ball. And at the other end, dime pass from Hart to Bridges, and he stuffs it in. And the Hornets have to call a timeout this time. Lead back down to 2 points. Josh Hart leaves his feet, finds Bridges coming down the lane. It is 49-51, 49-51. Your Hornets. All right, Hornets leading this by 2. Hornets shooting 55.6% from the field. Now the Knicks have surpassed that, shooting 57.1. Hornets shooting 56% from behind the three-point arc, 7-15. But the Knicks are shooting 8 of 14 for 57%. Free throw shooting, Hornets have dropped down to 80%. They missed one, 4 of 5. The New York Knicks are 9 of 10, 90% from behind the free throw line. Rebounding, Hornets still with the edge, 17-11. Assists, Hornets still with a 1 assist edge, 13-12. Steals, blocks, turnovers. Now the Knicks leading in that category by 4-3. Points in the paint still lean toward the Hornets, 16-12. All right, Brandon Miller has been out for some time. He and Meech's come back in the game. So I'm sure Brunson is going to be back in the game. Also, Cody Martin. Meech's picks up his dribble. And the offensive foul is going to be called on Green. And that's 3 on Green. 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter. All right, here's the time. A chance for the Knicks to take a lead if they hit a 3. A 2 will tie it up. Bridges to the basket. The jumper is good. All tied up to 51, or at 51. Brandon Miller on the left side brings it down. He's just back into the game. Finds big Mark Williams. He hands that to Green. Green back to Meech's. Meech's does not want to shoot it out there. Comes to his right side. Decides to drive to the basket. Step through. Leaves it down for Mark Williams, and it is flushed. Hornets go back up by 2. Brunson brings it down on the left side, waiting from the screen for Anunoby. Picks up his dribble, gets that to Anunoby for another dunk at the other end. And now they're trading baskets, tied up again at 53. 4 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Skip pass to Williams. He hands that off to Meechich. Now he sets a screen for him. Micic kicks that to Brandon Miller. Wasn't clean, so Brandon wasn't really ready to shoot that one. And Bridges with the steal back to the other end. And now the Knicks are up by 2, 55-53. Green, strong move to the rim. Gets that to Mark Williams with the turnaround hook shot is good. Tied up again. We're going back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Brunson being guarded by Micic. He feels that he can exploit him. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges had a foot on the line. And Micic hit that out instead of trying to grab it. Yeah, we don't know if he was really looking for him or not. But anyway, it was a good pass there. It turned out being a good pass for Green. Green is in foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls. I think Simpson takes his spot. Now this is Brunson being guarded by B. Miller. Brunson finds Anunoby, pulls up at the free throw line. Can't hit it. Mark Williams with the rebound. Gets that to B. Miller. It's tied up 55-55. 3:18 on the clock. Cody Martin turned down the 3. Gave it to Mark. Mark gave it back to him. Mark shoots it. Can't score. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. He hands that to Jalen. And Simpson tried to go for the steal there and did not get it. Not a good choice. Bridges gets it and lays it in. He is also fouled on the play, so he'll go to the free throw line. Knicks up by 2, 56-55, 3:04 on the clock. Bridges on the line. Miss it, Bridges. And he does. Rebound, Mark Williams. Hands that to Micic. Micic at 3 minutes on the clock. Now on the Knicks logo. Goes to his left. Still dribbling. He decides to take a 3 and he hits it. Long 3. Micic. Let's go. Hornets take the lead by 1. 58-57, 2 minutes, 41 seconds on the clock. This is Josh Hart. Gets that off to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns wants to hand it off. He can't. Still has the ball. Goes down to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Simpson. Bridges trying to beast him. He is fouled on the play. Shot no good. 4.8 seconds left on the shot clock. He won't need it because he's going to the free throw line. 4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button. Give me the the who special. Help an old man out. Bridges on the line. Knicks trail by 1. Oh, rims it out. And here comes the big guy, Nick Richards for the Hornets. Nick took a pretty long rest there. Now it's time to get back and get busy. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left before halftime. Bridges hits 1 out of 2. Micic brings the ball down. It's tied up again. Stops on the logo. Crosses over. Still dribbling. A floater off the glass goes in for Micic. 2:12 on the clock. Hornets take the lead once again, 60-58. This is Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Brandon Miller. Wide open shot by Anunoby. Rims out. Rebound, Hornets. That's Nick Richards. Gets it to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller crosses the timeline. No pass yet. Trying to get an open shot. He pulls up. Too strong. But a rebound by Nick Richards. And Nick Richards with the hook shot. No good. And finally, the Knicks come out of there with it. This Brunson gets it to Josh Hart on the left side. Josh Hart slows it down. Goes down to Bridges. Bridges finds Anunoby under the basket, wide open for the slam dunk. Hey, I'm a Hornets fan. Simpson hands that to Nick Richards. It's tied up again, 60-60. A minute and 15 seconds on the clock. Bad pass by Simpson. Anunoby at the other end for the slam dunk. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Knicks have scored on every Hornets turnover. Simpson showing why he has. I think he was in the G League. Micic gets the ball over to Nick Richards. Nick Richards hands out to Brandon Miller. Doesn't even think about it. 3-point shot is no good. Missed, but it's tipped back out. Nick Richards has the ball, finds Brandon Miller again. 39 seconds on the clock. Brandon Miller this time gets to the basket. Finds Simpson under the basket, and Simpson draws the foul. Okay, Simpson. There's also a reason why you were called up from the G League too, huh? 33.5 seconds on the clock. Knicks leading by 2, but the Hornets can tie it up right here. Oh, he misses the first. Gotta hit them all, baby. Gotta have them all. All right, so after the Knicks get this, whatever rebound or they take it out, they will have 24 seconds to shoot the ball unless, oh my gosh, he missed both of them. And missed them badly, hit the back of the rim. There's still going to be about 8 seconds left on the clock if they use every bit of the 24-second clock. So let's say they're probably going to end up being about 13 seconds on the clock when the Hornets get the ball back. Brunson kicks it over to Josh Hart for another 3. That's good too. This may be the biggest lead that the Knicks have had. It's a 5-point lead. It is 12. There are 12.5 seconds left on the clock. Hornets will either be down by 5 or by 3. Micic to the basket. Finger roll is good. And a foul on the play. Micic showing why he was the MVP in the, where was it? Australian League? I don't know. He did body him. He bodied him. All right, there are 3 seconds left on the clock. Micic can get the Hornets to within 2. And the Hornets bring in Jeffries with 3 seconds on the clock. Jeffries does have, what, 5 points? Micic on the line. Free throw is no good. Josh Hart. Bridges is good if it goes. Hornets free throw shooting is why they are one reason why they're trailing the ball. So let's get the stats, take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, Hornets trail by 3 points. The Hornets outscored the Knicks in the first quarter 32-30, and the Knicks outscored the Hornets in the second quarter 35-30. Pretty close game. Brandon Miller with 16 points. Salon, 4 points. He is out the rest of the game. An ankle turn on a steal. He was bumped, and he twisted his ankle pretty badly. Nick Richards with 6 points. He does have 8 rebounds. Josh Green with 5 points. Micic with 11. Cody Martin, 2. Mark Williams, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Seth Curry with a 3. Jeffries has 6 points off the bench. Nick Smith Jr. with 3. And KJ Simpson has not scored yet. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges with 11 points. He does have 6 assists. Anunoby with 8 points. Karl Anthony Towns has 7 and 7 rebounds. Brunson, 19 points. Josh Hart, 18 points. And these guys are shooting the three-point shot well. McBride has 2. Brunson is 4 of 4. Has not missed from behind the three-point arc. And Josh Hart is 4 of 5. Great shooting. All right, both teams shooting the ball pretty darn well. The Hornets shooting 55.6% from the field, but the Knicks are shooting 59%. Hornets shooting 47.1% from behind the three-point arc. They have 8 of 17. The Knicks are shooting 50%, 9 of 18. Free throw shooting, Hornets now drop down to 50%. They've missed half of their free throws, 4 of 8. The Knicks down to 76.9 because they were shooting 90%. They are now 10 for 13. Hornets still out rebounding the Knicks 22 to 15. The assists now go to the Knicks 17 to 16. Steals, blocks, turnovers. Hornets have 6. Knicks have 4. Fast break points go to the Knicks 12 to 4. Points in the paint are tied up now 22-22. And the largest lead by the Hornets was 13. Knicks 5. All right, we're going to take a little break and we'll be right back. Hornets trailing by 2 right now, but it's a pretty darn good game. Seeing that actually they are trailing by 3, seeing that a lot of their starters and main scorers are out with injuries. So we'll be right back. Back for the second half, Hornets versus the Knicks. This is being played at Madison Square Garden. And the Knicks start with the ball in the second half. Anunoby wide open as Brunson, his first miss from behind the arc. Hornets back to the other end quickly. Nearly turned it over. 15 seconds to shoot. Cody Martin kicks that one. Hornets with the jumper is no good. Josh Hart saves it. Another wide open Brunson, but he turns it. He turns away and gets that to. That was Bridges who missed the short jumper, but Karl Anthony Towns gets the rebound. He's going to be fouled on the play. I think it was a couple of times, at least one time, the Hornets had the ball all the way in the middle of the paint, and they decided to kick it out instead of shooting that jumper. I think it was Cody Martin there. Got to shoot if you get that close. Big task at hand. What's going on? Come on, Knicks. We should be up. Should beat these or should be up by 80 points. Karl Anthony Towns with the offensive foul. Still 62-65. No one has scored since halftime. 10 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. This is Nick Richards with the ball out way beyond his means. He finds Brandon Miller, who's double teamed, gets it to Nick. Nick kicks it. Micic, escape dribble, bank shot is no good, but Cody Martin gets it back to Miller, wide open for three. It rattles out. And they're going to say this is out on Nick Richards. Still no score since halftime, 62-65. Hey, thank you for everyone that's here. Thank you everyone who has stopped by and left a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button. You know, give me that who special. Helping old man out. Helping old man out. All right, here we go. Bridges with the ball. Goes to his right. Pulls up at the elbow. And that is no good. Rebound. Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller brings it up the right side. Hits a cutting Martin down the lane. And Martin is bailed out with a foul. I'm not sure if he was on his way to shooting, but I think he's headed to the free throw line. 10-13 left in the third quarter. No one has scored since the beginning of the third quarter. And it was on the floor, so no free throws. Nick Richards with the ball, hands that back to Micic. Micic on the right side, finds Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, a lot of dribbling. Gets open, shoots it, no good. Cody Martin, back to Brandon Miller. He turns down the three this time. Steps in the lane, floater is good. There you go. Get to the basket, guys. We're just trying to get 2 points. Y'all, we need to listen to Gilbert Arenas, even though he was crazy back in his day, but he knows basketball. And teams are shooting just way too many threes when we could be probably getting more points by two. Karl Anthony Towns works hard to get into the lane and shoots a hook shot. It's good. And the Knicks up by 3. Nick Richards hands it to Micic. Micic pulls another 3. He's short. Anunoby with the rebound. Outlet pass to Bridges on the right side. Bridges slows it down, being guarded by Cody Martin. Ooh. Two turned away shots there. Karl Anthony Towns attacked the basket. It was turned away. Oh my gosh. Nick Richards misses the layup. And then he tried to shoot again, and that was blocked. Then at the other end, a good pass to Nick Richards. He went high off the glass. That was no good. Now back to the other end, and finally, I'm not sure who, so I think Anunoby is going to be fouled by Cody Martin, so Anunoby will go to the free throw line. No field goal shots, but they are coming from the free throw line. Wait. The Knicks did score. I'm sorry. So now it is a 68-64 lead. The largest lead the Knicks have had tonight has been 5. Anunoby can put them right back up there with this made free throw. And he does make it. We'll give him a little bell. 64-69. Hornets need to score here. 8 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Micic dribbles. Oh, nice escape dribble. To the basket is turned away. Brunson does the same thing. He is fouled. Shot is blocked. But he will go to the line. And now we got Nick Richards holding his ankle. Oh my goodness. Come on. Nick Richards gets off the floor, walking very gingerly. Doesn't even look at the bench. The only person we've got, he says stay out. The only person we got is Diabate and Grant Williams. Oh. Yep, all it takes is a little nudge. Brunson at the free throw line hits it. And this is the biggest lead by the Knicks so far. $70-64. Brunson does not miss. And he hits both. 71-64. Hornets are in trouble, right? In a little bit of trouble right now because we're not able to score here in the third quarter. 2 points. And there's 8 minutes and 11 seconds left. This is Green with the ball. Gets that to Cody Martin. Fakes the three. Steps in. Jumper is no good. Josh Hart down the court. Has a streaking Bridges. He gets to Anunoby for a three. And Anunoby hits it. And the Hornets have to call a timeout. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 10-point lead by the Knicks. Hornets out of the halftime, only 2 points in the basket. You can't win like that. All right, we got a little time. We got a timeout. Hornets still can't buy a basket. But the Knicks don't have a problem. All right, the Hornets got to get points by any means necessary, and they do at the free throw line. Now they got to work themselves back into this game. Brunson hands it off to Mikal Bridges, being guarded by Cody Martin. Back to Mikal under the basket. Nice little dump off to Anunoby. He misses it to begin with, but then tips it right back in. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Hornets 4 points in the third quarter so far. Brandon Miller all the way to the basket, throws it up to no one in particular. A turnover by the Hornets. Josh Hart behind the back pass to Bridges. He gives it right back to him. And Anunoby says, I got the three for you. Hornets in trouble. It is now 82-66. How, ladies and gentlemen, the Hornets were only down by 3 at halftime. Diabate misses the layup and rips it out of Josh Hart's hands and ends up scoring 68-82. Bridges now with Miches on him. He feels like it's a mouse in the house, so he takes him to the basket. Bunch of movement. It's blocked, but somehow the ref calls a foul on something. Way to work, Diabate. But the Hornets in trouble. Can't find good ways to score. And a free throw by Bridges is good. Let's go, Hornets. Let's go. Oh, by the way, thank you guys for hitting that like button 5 times. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You. Yes, you. You, and you. You guys are the real MVPs. All right, 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third. Josh Green to the basket. Decided to stop a bad pass by the Abates. A turnover. Karl Anthony Towns to the basket. Slams it through. And a foul on the play. Wow, 68-86, just like that. Come on, Hornets. Keep fighting back. Let's go. Let's go. So we got a timeout. Hornets had to get a timeout. They're just not able to find any baskets here in the second half. I don't know what has gone. I don't know what is different. I don't know, except for the Knicks waking up offensively. I don't know what the difference is with the Hornets. They were staying there going blow for blow, blow for blow. blow for blow. But then they stopped throwing blows. Stop throwing blows, and not, they're not sticking and moving, not sticking and moving. All right, but anyway, we got another timeout. Brandon Miller, 20 points tonight for the Hornets. Nick Richards has 6. He has 8 rebounds. Hadn't had a rebound since halftime. Josh Green with 5 points. Michik with 11. Diabate, 2 points. Cody Martin has 2. Mark Williams with 6 points. Curry with 3. Jeffries has 6 points off the bench. And Nick Smith Jr. with 3. Leading scorers for the Knicks going to be everybody on the starting 5. Mikal Bridges with 16. OG Anunoby, 18 points. Karl Anthony Towns with 11 and 11 rebounds. Brunson, 21. And Josh Hart, 18. Bench scored for New York, only 2 points, and that was by McBride. What kind of pants these guys got on? Karl Anthony Towns rolls in his free throw. Simpson had a wide open shot there, dribbled all the way down to the elbow and then passed it back out. Fall away jumper is no good. Rebound, and Anunoby. Brunson finds Bridges. Simpson keeps going for the steal and keeps missing it. Anunoby gets the Abate in the air. The jumper is no good. But Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound goes up strong and one. And flexes on him. Four minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. Hornets started the half with 62 points, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even 60. Yeah, 62 points, and with 4 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock, they have 68. Knicks started with 65. They are now up to 90 points. That's a 24-6 scoring difference. All right, the alley-oop is executed well by Cody Martin and Diabate. It is now a 20-point lead with 4 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Knicks. Brunson still dribbling, hasn't passed it yet. He's going to get to a spot. Finds Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, bunch of pivoting, shoots it, misses it. Diabate with the rebound. Finds Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller down on the left side. Back to Cody Martin. Cody Martin Tries to cross over, loses it. Anunoby in out dribble, left hand layup, no good, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Simpson. Knicks ball. There's your in out dribble. Ball's going to be taken out of bounds. Brunson has it. Step back on Diabate. It's good. And the New York Knicks have blown this one wide open, 70-93. Brandon Miller with a quick pull. He gets 3 of them back, though. (73-93). 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. All right, Hornets got 3 minutes to get this down to a 15-point lead. 15 and manageable. Brunson picks up his dribble. Anunoby under the basket. And the dunk is good. Brandon Miller brings it back across the timeline. He pulls. Can't hit it. Brunson with the rebound. Brunson gets it down to number 5. Who is this guy? I can't remember his name, but he has called for a travel. That's going to be a turnover by the Knicks. They don't have many, and it goes back to the Hornets. Yeah, Brandon Miller came down and shot a very, very quick 3 that did not go in. Gave the Knicks a chance to come back and score. They blew it, and so now the Hornets have the ball, but a timeout with 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock. Wow. Just like that. All right, the Hornets fell back in the third quarter. We can take a look and see exactly what happened. All right, in the third quarter, the Hornets have been outscored 30-11. 30-11. Whew. All right. But the Hornets have done this all season. Let's see if they can make a run. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the third. They hand this one off to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has 8 seconds to shoot. No good. Rebound, Diabate. Simpson has his shot blocked by Anunoby. Give me that. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third. Hornets down big, 73-95. And for some reason, cannot find the basket like they were at the first half. Cody Martin has his shot blocked. Anunoby is having a block party on all Hornet players. Hey, move the ball, man. Amanda MBS in the house. What's going on? Thank you, ma'am. Hornets, shoot. They missed everything. Josh Hart on the left side. Josh Hart Drives all the way down to the baseline. Runs out of space, but still finds McBride. And McBride's going to be called for an offensive foul. Actually, it's not. Precious Achua is going to be called for an offensive foul. That's his second offensive foul. All right, 1 minute, 49 seconds. Hornets have had some chances to cut this lead. We just do not want to pass the ball. Do not want to move. Our offense is so terrible and predictable. There's no movement. And that's what happens right there. Anunoby for 3. Just move the ball. Give somebody else a chance to, pass and cut. Do something different. Put some movement in the offense. Cody Martin is able to score. Why? Because we moved the ball early. Didn't just give it to Brandon and say, here, Brandon, go ISO. McBride dribbling in and out. And a foul's going to be called on the Hornets. Simpson Jr., 57 seconds left. $75-98. McBride can put the Knicks into triple digits by hitting these free throws. McBride with the first is good. Wow. Well, the Hornets sure didn't score 30 points in this quarter. 75-99 or 75-100. The Knicks score 100 points with 57 seconds left in the third. Hornets 25-point deficit. Nick Richards with the ball right now, waiting to find someone to pass it to. Gets it to Simpson. Simpson being guarded by Precious Achua. Nick Smith Jr. drops it off to Nick Richards. Nick Richards can't hit it. Another rebound by Josh Hart. Let's see how many there. Let's see how many times they pass the ball. There's once, but they are going to hold the ball and shoot it. They're going to let this time clock run out as low as they can get it. 9 seconds left. Wow. Another 3-point shot. And the Hornets are down even further. Wow. And Brandon Miller will hold the ball again and take the last shot. He's fouled on the play. I think they had a foul to give. Now 1.6 seconds left. Just move the ball, man. Move the ball. This ISO game does not work. It doesn't work. It's not a sustainable offense. It's just not. Wow. An unforeseeable shot. Brandon Miller gets 3 points on basically a throw-up shot. Knocked on the floor, but it goes through. Off of a screen. Turns and throws it up. Well, okay. It's a decent shot. Decent shot. 78-103. That's the problem for the Hornets right now. All right, once again, the Hornets suffering from injuries. None of the big players except Brandon Miller, big scorers playing, and I still don't know how it would look with these guys playing. Of course, you're going to miss Lamelo Ball's scoring. You're going to miss Miles Bridges when he's playing, scoring. Just everybody that's out for the Hornets. Grant Williams is gone for the rest of the year. And our other point guard, is missing. So I mean, you gotta have your major guys playing. Gotta have your major guys playing when you're playing a team like the Knicks. So, but even without those guys, the Hornets have been keeping things close. You would expect them to have a game like this eventually, but here's the not the problem, but the game is not over. I know it looks bad. It does look bad. All right, but the game is not over. Um, if Charles Barkley were to talk about this game right now, he would say if the Knicks lose, they should be ashamed of themselves. They will not lose. All right, they're just not built like that, and the Hornets are not built to come back. Although we have been actually figuring out a way to do it these last few games. Let's see what happens this game. All right, it's how I felt this exact same way about the Hornets in the last game I watched. Okay, but they figured out a way to make it a game. So let's see what happens tonight. Yeah, man, I don't know. Well, in this game, it was a great game, great first half for the Hornets, and they were down by 3 at halftime. In the third quarter, I have no idea. We forgot how to score, and we never passed the ball. So maybe the Knicks made an adjustment. It was like, hey, since these guys don't pass the ball, we're going to play this type of defense. Still been man to man, but I don't know. They have been getting the ball out of Brandon Miller's hands, but a lot of his shots just not falling for the Hornets. That's one of the issues. Lamelo Ball is hurt. Miles Bridges is hurt. Um, Grant Williams, of course, he's out for the rest of the year. And gosh, I cannot think of the point guard's name that just came to us last year. Anyway, he's out. So we're missing those guys. All right, we're gonna leave it right there. Ho, Curry in the game hits a three. All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna see how close the Hornets can get. Let's see how close the Hornets can get. That's what we're going for right now. See if the Hornets can get it down to like a 10-point game. Josh Hart loses it. It's a turnover. Can the Hornets? They kick it to Meaches. Meaches turns down the three. Oh my gosh, we had a fast break basket and turned it into a half court effort. Meaches had that three, turned it down earlier, and ends up shooting a three that goes over the backboard standard, and now the Knicks have the ball right back. And Karl Anthony Towns, of course, comes down and hits the three. It's not taking advantage of what we had. Nick Smith Jr. Probably would have been better suited trying that layup. All right, a three-point shot goes off the mark. Green just can't hit his outside three today. Karl Anthony Towns finds Achua. Achua with the layup on the left side is good. 81-108. All right, right after this, we're going to be switching over and watching the Warriors take on the Houston Rockets. Hornets miss another layup. Karl Anthony Towns way out, shoots a three, misses everything except the backboard. 9 minutes and 23 seconds left. This is Nick Smith Jr. Gets that to Micic. Micic thought about the three, gave it back to Nick Smith Jr. He shoots a three, can't hit it. Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. 81-108. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. Hornets seem defeated. Karl Anthony Towns to the basket. He draws a foul. Whew, 27. If Melo isn't playing, I'm quite impressed by the score. Yeah, I was highly impressed with how we started off the game. You know, the Hornets had a 13-point lead there in the first quarter, and still hung around there. It went back and forth there at the end of the second quarter, with the Knicks coming out with a 3-point lead, and then in the third quarter, I just have no idea. Like, I'm sure the Knicks made an adjustment, but it was still man to man. The Hornets just not able to score somehow. All right, 8 minutes and 54 seconds. Micic with the ball. Screen set by Diabate. Diabate dribbles that ball, tries to bounce pass it out to Green, and Green mishandles it, but I think he's going to be fouled on the play. All right, with 8 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock, Hornets, 81 points. Let's just see if the Hornets can score 100. Come on, Hornets. Can the Hornets score 100 points? Micic picks up his dribble, gets that to Curry. Curry with the floater. That's good. And he comes up gimpy. Hornets do not stay well. McBride being guarded by Nick Smith Jr. Now Diabate switches off on him. He picks up his dribble, gets to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns skip passes it. Anunoby turns down the three, goes down low to Bridges, back out to Anunoby. 4 seconds on the clock. Anunoby goes all the way to the basket. It's stripped. Seth Curry with the ball. Throws it to the corner. Josh Green for three. Can't hit it. And not going to quit shooting. I mean, I get it. But for me, if I shoot 3 threes and I don't hit them, I'm not shooting a three anymore. I'm driving in. And at the other end, the Knicks turn it over. And Tom Thibodeau was like, "What's going on, guys? Let's go." 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. 7:40 on the clock. Micic brings it down. Micic still dribbling, looking for someone to pass it to. Goes behind his back. Diabate cannot handle it. And down by 20-some points, and we're going behind the back. I mean, I guess that's the only way you could have got the pass to him, but that's what coach is saying. Like, just make a basic pass, yo. McBride hands that to Karl Anthony Towns. He's being guarded by Diabate. Hands that to Anunoby. It's loose. Musa picks it up, but he goes out of bounds. Good hustle there, big man.
all his shots. They had 38 points. Their best quarter offensively in the game in that third.
83-109, 7 minutes and 9 seconds left. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left. McBride comes across the timeline with his hair on fire. Tries to hit a layup. Diabate says, no way. Nick Smith Jr. gets it out to Micic for three. Micic hits a three. Finally, something positive by the Hornets. 6 minutes and 49 seconds. It's 86 points by the Hornets. 14 more points, and they'll have 100. That's what we're trying to do. Just trying to get to 100. Josh Hart dribbles on the left side. Screen set by Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges back to Josh Hart. Now down low to Karl Anthony Towns. And I don't know why we keep going for a dang steal, bro. Just stay up between him and the basket. Karl Anthony Towns slams it down. And now we go to a timeout. 86-111. 6 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. All right, Seth Curry with a three. Karl Anthony Towns to the basket. Fouled on the play. People hanging on his arm. 111-91. 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Hornets trying to reach at least 100 points. Karl Anthony Towns on the free throw line. Misses the first. and he hits the second. Increases his lead to 112-91. No, he just put some over.
If he makes 8 consecutive points, he's going to do this for the rest of his career. Layered right now.
Mičić with the crossover. Loses it. And it's going to be a Hornet turnover. Towns to the basket. The layup is good. Yeah, Mičić. 5:03 left on the clock. 5:03, 91, 114. 5:03. Hornets trying to get 100. Karl-Anthony Towns with another 3-point play the old-fashioned way. 91, 115, 4:59 on the clock. Mičić turns down the three. Short jumper is missed by Nick Smith Jr. And now the Knicks are in cruise mode. They swing the ball across the top. Kyle Bridges takes the three. Can't hit it. Rebound. Nick Smith Jr. gets that over to Mičić. Mičić skip pass over to Curry. And Curry with another three. 94, 115. Woo. 4 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. Karl-Anthony Towns with the ball being guarded by Diabate. He begins to dribble. Josh Hart now being guarded by Curry. Bridges shoots a three. It's off the mark. Rebound. Jeffries back on the court. Jeffries stops behind the three-point line. Finds Diabate. Back to Jeffries. Jeffries hands that to Mičić. Mičić off the screen. Kicked it back out to Curry. Curry with the crossover. Step back. That's good too. And Curry having one of his best games as a Hornet. 96 to 115. Hornets 4 points away from reaching 100. 3 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. Bridges determined to hit a three-point shot, and he does. He gets three back. Curry hands that to Mičić. Back to Curry. Diabate with the screen. Floater. Misses it down at the other end. It's going to be Anunoby with the dunk. There was no defensive balance. And an easy two, so it's now 120-96. Curry. Get to the Jeffries for three. He can't hit it. Rebound, Diabate. Excuse me, that's not Diabate. That's Anunoby. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. A 24-point lead. And now it is a 27-point lead. McBride with the three. 1 minute, 58 seconds left in the game. Hornets start on the baseline. Nick Smith Jr. shoots a three. And it rolls in, the shooter's roll, gets 3 of them back. Hornets now 1 point away from 100 with 1 minute and 42 seconds on the clock. Knicks with 123. And the end of the bench waiting to get in. Karl Anthony Towns strong to the basket, high off the glass. No good, but he is fouled by Diabate. And the subs come in. With 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, this game is basically over. So let's see if the next game tonight that we stream is going to be any better. It's going to be the Houston Rockets taking on the Warriors. Will Stephen Curry even play? All right, Hornets ran out of steam in the third quarter. It would be interesting to see how many points we scored in the fourth quarter. All right, quarter number 1, Hornets outscored the Knicks 32-30. Quarter number 2, Knicks outscored the Hornets 35-30. In the third quarter, Knicks outscored the Hornets 38-16. And that's where the problems occurred for the Hornets. In the fourth quarter so far, with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, Hornets outscoring the Knicks 21-20. And you can say that you can't say that the Knicks had their second and third team in the fourth quarter, because they did not. I think there's some guys coming out now, but for the most part, the third quarter for the Hornets just was not there offensively. Not sure what the issue was, because the defense was still in a man-to-man against the Hornets. I guess the Hornets just did not score in the third quarter. They could not score in the third quarter, and the Knicks had their best offensive output in the third quarter. A minute and 30 seconds left. A minute and 30 seconds left for the Hornets to score 1 point. 1 point to get them into triple figures. Karl Anthony Towns rolls both free throws in. All right, Hornets have the ball. Diabate hands that to Seth Curry. Seth Curry with the jumper. And he puts the Hornets over 100. 101 to 125. 1 minute left on the clock. Achua for three. Can't hit it. And with 50 seconds on the clock, this may be the Hornets' last offensive possession. Nick Smith Jr. with the step back three. That's no good. And the other thing, I think the Knicks out-rebounded the Hornets in the third and fourth quarter. Hornets only one shot, and that was it. All right, 3 attempts at the basket right there for the Knicks. They cannot score. And with 15 seconds on the clock, that is going to be about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Coach Lee, I know the feeling. Know the feeling. I know the feeling, but you know, there is one more thing. There is one more thing you can do, and that's work on changing that offense a little bit. Other than that, I don't feel terrible about the Hornets defense. Just wasn't there tonight against these guys. Plus, you gotta have your scorers gotta be scoring. Your scorers gotta score. All right. So let's just take a look real quick at some of the stats and get to this next game, which probably has already started. I gotta make sure I can find the game. All right, Charlotte Hornets top 3 scorers. Brandon Miller with 26 points, trailing him Seth Curry with 18, and then Micic with 14. For the Knicks, leading scorer Karl Anthony Towns with 27. Right behind him is going to be Anunoby with 25, and then Jalen Brunson with 24 points. Yeah, everybody on the starting 5 was in double figures. All right, so with that said, we are going to get out of here, but I'm going to try to be right back. Let me see if I can find the game and do a little switcheroo here, and we'll be back for the Warriors versus the Houston Rockets game. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in a bit.